I wanted to walk you guys through what to expect if you're going to do a USPSA shooting match, which I highly recommend everyone do. It's great training. It's a lot of fun as well. It's a great group of people. So I'll walk you through what my setup is. This bag back here, it's from Three Pigeons, one of their tactical backpacks. And then I'll show you how to sign up and what to expect out here on the range, what it looks like, how it all works. So let's get to it. Let's talk about what gear you'll need. Now, you can keep it as simple as you want or go as complicated and as expensive as you want. For me, I don't have a lot, so I just shoot with what I got, which is mainly my concealed gun and the few magazines that I have. But a lot of people have outside the waistband holsters at 3 o'clock, and then on their left side, probably 9 to 12 or 8 to 12, give or take, they've got extra magazines like in their own attachments on the belt. So me not having that, I'll show you what I have here, and it's a really simple setup. First of all, this is my tactical backpack that I use. I don't use a range bag. I really like this. You can check this out. I've got a coupon code in the description below. It's 15% off. I really like it. It's a lot easier, especially when you're carrying around a whole bunch of ammo. Now you're gonna go through about 120 to 150 rounds. I just bring a 500 round can, so that way you don't run out. But for me, this is just a lot easier carrying around everything, especially when you're going from stage to stage because you're moving around. So first thing, I use ammunition again. This is 115 grain remanufactured from LAX Ammunition. Freedom Ammunition, I think, is their sister company. I've never had any issues with their reman stuff, so I'd recommend that. It's the best price that I found online. Now you're also gonna need some magazines. Again, a lot of people have extended magazines that are holding 22 to 24 rounds, but this is what I have. So I have two 17 round mags, and then I use a third 15 round mag. Now, I don't know if there's a limit on them because some people have several magazines, but I just don't have the extra like mag carriers. So for me, you obviously have one in the gun, and then I have one in the holster as a sidecar. This is a tier 1 concealment. A few other companies make these as well. T-Rex Arms has the same thing. And then this 15 round magazine I just stick in my back pocket just in case one of these drops or if I'm shooting terrible and need some more ammunition. Like I said, most people have the ones on their belt. So if you have that, that's great, and that's what I would recommend using. Now for me, when I'm carrying these, I just put these in the ammo can. Another thing I would recommend is a speed loader. That's really going to save your hands because, again, every single time you're going to be reloading magazines. Now again, if you have a bunch of magazines, if you are fortunate for that, a lot of people just load up magazines and that way you just use them the rest of that time. But for me, I'm reloading after every single stage. Now we'll get to the shooting here in a second, I promise. So I'm going to shove that down there below. Obviously you need a firearm, so we'll stick that bad boy in there. And then up on top, you have eyes and ears. Now, I might be a little weird. Let me know if you do this in the comments too, but I use a secondary set of ear protection. So these are just like the foam plugs from 3M. You roll them up and put them in. Mainly because my over-the-ear or over-the-head ones don't really work that well. They're kind of old, they're electronic, and they just, meh. So having double coverage is preferable. So I'll stick those in that top compartment there. And then obviously, last but not least, you'll need a holster. Now, it's the only holster that I own, so this is a appendix carry. So that's what I do. I shoot from concealment. So when that beep goes off to start, I lift up and I go, which is great practice. And it honestly might be good for you to practice that as well in kind of a time stress situation. But for me, it's really the only holster that I own. So most people carry 3 o'clock outside the waistband in some competitive holsters, things like that. And you'll see the gamut from gear. But this is really as basic as you can get. So this is just my concealed carry setup, and then I bring some extra ammo and an extra mag or two. You'll probably need at least 2 to 3 magazines, depending on how large your magazines are. Otherwise, that goes in there, and this bag is ready to rock. Now, when you get to the range for the day, safety is the #1 priority here. We want to leave with the same amount of holes that we came with. So you are only allowed to handle your firearm in the safety areas like this. You are not allowed to have ammunition here, so I'm only going to touch the firearm, not the magazines. This is going to be an example of one of the stages. This competition, we shot 6 stages. Now, I say competition lightly. You're really not going head-to-head by any means. You're just having fun, challenging yourself, and there happens to be other people shooting and doing the same thing for them. Now you're gonna see there are some peek rounds, a lot of fun targets, all of the cardboard targets you need to shoot twice. Let's talk about how to find one near you. uspsa.org, then you're gonna go to find a club, type in your address, click on the closest red dot, so this is gonna be Mesa, Arizona. You'll scroll down to the club website. I'd recommend reaching out to one of the contacts on there and they can get you started. Now here is what the timed match looks like. You'll see I'm gonna load my gun, I'm gonna put that 15 round magazine back into the back pocket, load the 17 round mag. It works a lot better if you just have these on your belt, but again, this is what I have. Now that I am ready, let's get started.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
I hope that was helpful. Let me know any questions or other things that you guys want to see in the comments section below. I do read those. Thanks for watching this. Go out and train, go find yourself a local match. They're a ton of fun.